Just started the race, a few minutes in, now we're waiting for the sun to come up. Let's go! First climb out the way. Feeling good. Nice warm up. Now it's all downhill to the first aid station. So we're about 10 kilometers into the race out of 100, and it's coming up for 7 AM, so 2 hours in. We've done the summit of Snowdonia, which was a nice warm-up, nice climb, and the sun's up, giving us some energy, feeling fresh now. And I'm sticking with Jan hopefully all day. We're gonna egg each other on.
Got Mr. Pooley in the lead, rocking the new Nike.
The aid station for some breakfast.
Yeah, look where you're going.
So we just did our first big climb to the top of Snowdonia, and then we followed all this path all the way down, wound down there, down into the valley to the first aid station at about 12 kilometers. Grabbed a few bananas and chocolate biscuits, and now we're starting our second big climb. And as you can see up there, we follow this path right up to the top. It gets pretty steep up there, a real steep climb towards the top. So a little bit about the race we're doing. We're doing the 100-kilometer race. We have roughly 33 hours to complete it in. Various cut-offs at each checkpoint. Checkpoints every 12 to 15k. There's 25k, 50k and 165k race going on as well. We have about 3,000 runners over each race in total, and I think they said something like 55 nations, something like that, from all over the world, people flying to do this race. So I'm here with my best friend Yanick, which is down there, and he's flying from Montreal to do it with me, which is awesome. So our aim is to not go too quick. It's my first 100-kilometer race, Yannick's first as well, and my longest I've done is 80k, but this has a hell of a lot more elevation. We're covering 6,500 meters of elevation. Yeah, the aim is to make the finish line, just get the experience in the mountains. And I'm glad I got Yanick with me today, because usually I set off way too fast. Everyone starts running like 4 to 5 minute kilometers from the start, and however much you tell yourself not to join in, you just end up doing it. So yeah, Yannick's gonna pace me today, which is great, and it's fun to do it with someone else as well, especially when we go through the night. It's gonna be tough. Oh yeah, feeling it now. So at the top of summit number 2, we're having a little bit to eat up here. It was quite a tough climb, that one, very steep. Now we've got a big downhill section, hopefully to the second aid station to refuel, and onto our 3rd climb. Right, it's amazing up here. Look at the rocks. Yannick's having a sit down over there. Something to eat. So working my way down to aid station number 3, which is about 500 yards or so down there. I'm thinking by those huts. I've run out of water, so I definitely need some water. It's getting hot now. It's about 11 AM. Feeling the sun a bit. Probably need to top up the sun cream. 23 kilometers in, so almost a quarter of the way of the race. I'm feeling good. The legs are burning a bit because there's a lot of this step. Just burning up the quads. I'm really having to concentrate not to slip because a lot of these are wet. Yeah. The day is basically running on stepping stones for the entire day, and probably through the night too. So you just hit aid station number, what is it, number 2?
Number 2.
And we're 24 kilometers in. And now we are going to head up this mountain here, which looks quite a big climb, but not as steep as the rest. So Yannick's off, and yeah, let's see how this one goes. Bye! Love you, bye! We are nearing a climb of mountain number 4, I think it is. You see people winding up to the top of here. and then we end up on the summit right at the back up at the top here. So it's going to be a bit of a steep rock climb, this one, and then we're going to be rewarded with an amazing view at the top. So you just got to the top of summit number 4, which is an awesome view, 360 view, and then we've got a short recce across there to a little summit up there, which is a bit higher, before we wind down to find our next aid station. We're at 27 kilometers, so we've got another 10k to the next aid station. So we just reached the point up there. As soon as you get over, you think, oh, it's down and it's finished, and realise now we have a long scramble all along here. I think we may even be going up another bit here, and then maybe around down there. I'm not sure, but we definitely got to go over here, maybe over the other side. But yeah, we're pretty high. You wouldn't want to fall down there. Look at that. We're pretty high up. Coming up for 30 kilometers now. Didn't gain many kilometers up there. It gets a bit frustrating. You spend almost an hour and cover only a couple kilometers, but when the terrain's tough like this and you're just climbing, the time goes slow. But hopefully we'll make some time once we start going down. Made it to the third and final summit of Mountain 4, which seems to go on forever. Now we're going to work our way down to the aid station, about 4 or 5 kilometers. I'm desperate to refill. Our nutrition's going well. We cooked up some sweet potato, mashed it, a bit of golden syrup, a bit of Himalayan salt in there, so that's been a good snack. I don't know how far Yanick is behind. Well, we might wait for him in a minute. Some of this terrain is getting so tricky. It's like literally, nowhere to put your feet on some of the climbs, and if you fall, that could go horribly wrong. I would not want to do this bit at night. Whew. Yanick's just there. Almost near the top now. Whew. Getting very, very technical up here. Oh, this whole section down here has been crazy. Only 3 kilometers to the aid station, but it seems to be taking forever. I think once we pass this hill up here, at the top of the mountain, it's a big downhill, which is going to burn the legs up again. But I can't wait to get a drink, because I'm pretty much out of water again. So finally down the hill, quads are absolutely burning. The toes are just rammed to the end of the shoes the whole way down, so it's suffering a bit now. We're here at kilometer 37, ahead of cut-off, which is great. So it's time to get in there, refuel, and then get back on the hills. Coming up for kilometre 46. So we're about 4 kilometres from a major aid station, which I think we're going to get a hot meal, something to eat, which would be nice. We're now in a forest, which is wicked because we're out in the sun. It's nice and shady, and we can stop getting sunburnt. But sun should be going down soon. It's coming to around 20 to 6. So we've been going over 12 hours now, and once we leave the next aid station, we'll be getting ready for the night session. Head torches will be coming out around 9 PM maybe. So we just come out the halfway aid station, had a nice chili con carne, change of a top, change of socks, new bandana, feeling a bit fresh, and we're on to the next aid station, which is 13 kilometers. It's 7:30 in the evening, and we have until 11:45. So let's go, let's make the next one. This is a really cool spot. Look at this. I actually been here before with a family before Sophia was born, so over 3 years ago. Well, actually Gemma was pregnant with Sophia when we came here, and we played down in the stream there, so it's cool that the route passes here. That brings back some nice memories. Head torch is now on, coming up for 62 kilometers. Should make the next station with some decent time, hopefully, before you see in the distance over there the 2 peaks. I'm going to be back up Snowdon for one final big climb, and then you can see back up here all the people winding down the hill with their head torches on. It's quite a cool sight. So sadly I had to leave Yanick, which is a bit shit. But he's slightly injured, his pace is a little slow, he can't help it. I really didn't want to have to leave him. It was a decision, do I stick with him and maybe not make the cut-off time. Hopefully he makes the next aid station, but yeah, it was a really tough decision, and I feel a bit awful leaving him. But he said go on, see if I can make it, so that's what I'm doing. But it's not much fun on my own right now. It's quite lonely here on my own. Not many people around. So maybe I can catch a runner up, get chatting to someone. Because it could be a long night. But yeah, not as enjoyable without Yanick, but this is how these things go. He's travelled all this way, so I feel guilty. But hopefully you understand. Jim. We just hit kilometre 70. It's a big achievement. Back up Snowdon again in the dark. This is a first. Hopefully we can make the cut-off, but we're going to see how it goes because this is very steep. The legs are getting tired. Everything's tired. But when we come down the other side, we're going to hit both our distance records of 80 kilometers, so it's all achievements from here, which is great. And I forgot to say, I'm back with the man himself. Hello. I waited a few minutes in the aid station, he wasn't that far behind. He's regained himself and now he's leading the way. Working my way down Snowdon. It was a pretty horrible climb. Quite technical again, and it actually ended up taking us right to the summit by the train station, which I really didn't want to go that high, but it seemed to go on forever. But glad that's over. On the way to the next aid station in 3 kilometers. I'm at 77 kilometers. It's now 3 in the morning. so cut-off time is not for another 2.5 hours, and I don't think it's too far from here, so we're gonna hopefully comfortably make this, refuel, reset, and go again. See the moon behind the mountain is pretty awesome. So the sun's coming up. When the sun's up, we're going to get a bit more energy to see us through to the finish, hopefully. We are going up to this hill on the left, or mountain. It's 4:30 in the morning. Just come out of the aid station, feeling fresh again, which is good. But the aid stations have been a bit poor the last few because they're running out of stuff, and order the same thing. Been eating lots of salty soup, which has been the only thing that I can really stomach. I've had enough of all electrolytes and everything else. I saw Yanick again, he wasn't far behind. I'm definitely maybe a little bit quicker up, not much, but I thought I'd crack on because it evens out. He's a lot quicker down. I get to the aid station and within like 5-10 minutes he appears. So, but I saw him, then I turn around, he's gone, so I don't know if he's ahead of me or behind me. If he's ahead of me, fair play. See him at the finish hopefully. If not, maybe I'll wait for him at the next aid station again. We've got one more aid station and then we have 13 kilometers to the end. The next aid station's in 8 kilometers, but we've got a bit of a climb which we're going to start now. Terrain's not so tricky, it's kind of like mud and grass. Had enough of rock and loose rock. So yeah, can't wait for the sun to come up. Made it to summit. I don't know what number this is, 7 or 8, something like that. But look at all the clouds. It's awesome. Sun coming up. Now it's across. Actually, it's really not the summit. We'll go across around there, down that mountain, and there should be an aid station at the bottom. So quite a short one, this one, which is great. And then we're on to our final summit with a 13k, which is quite lengthy, but by then it's just counting down the kilometers to the finish. Legs are absolutely ruined. Quads are burning up. We've got 1 more kilometre down to the final aid station. See if I can recompose myself because I'm feeling very tired now. Been up way over 24 hours. Woke up at 2:30 in the morning yesterday, and it's 6 AM now, so probably not going to be finishing until around 11 AM ish if I make it. So still a while to go. A while? That's what I mean, I can't even talk properly. Still a while to go. Probably look tired as well. Very miserable. Miserable and tired. I have no idea where Yanick is. Still don't know if he's ahead of me. Still don't know if he's behind me up there. But knowing him, it'll be the 3rd aid station where he just suddenly appears. So hopefully he does. But if not, I'll see him at the finish. Just done the final aid station. It's quite a quick one. Last climb up there. It's high, but it's a gradual gradient, so hopefully it won't be too savage. And then we come down the end there, and the start line should be around there somewhere. I'm not sure how that's going to equate to about 12 to 13 kilometers, but we'll see. Oh, I don't care anymore. I just want to go to bed. That looks right in. I could probably sit in that right now, how tired I am. 92 kilometers almost, about 10 to go. Now I don't know what way to go. I've got to go across this river without getting wet feet. Let's see. Made it to the last 8th mountain summit. That was a tough one, even though the terrain is great. It's like walking on like carpet compared to everything else, being on grass. The clouds come over, so you can't really see anything. But the finish line is now about, I don't know, 7 or 8 kilometers max. I think we got a 5k descent. I'm gonna take that nice and easy, and then from the flat I might try and give a little jog at the end. I got a jog across the line anyway. Can't see anything. But I don't think now we are finally on the descent. It's quite a long one, but it's on a nice gravel track, which is making it a bit easier. Really cheap. Thank you. High five. I don't know where he is, we got to find him. That was tough to get up. Yeah. Well, here we go, Peter. Got across the finish, ready?
This is Jason. Well done, Jason. Good man. Congratulations.
First year running and done in about 10 hours, that.
UTMB for the Montreal finals in August. This is Yanick of Canada. Congratulations to you. Well done. Not looking too bad at all after 100k. Maybe the feeling is a little bit different, but you definitely must get anything.
A few moments later.
You can pick it up, you're so mobile and flexible. To the door then. Yeah, we can grab that. Honestly, really.